Trump is looking at the whole Khalistan concept, the whole idea, the whole premise of Khalistan. It carries with it a huge amount of potential to suit American interests. Now, understandably, unsurprisingly, India are waking up to this fact. They are becoming a little bit more aware of, yikes, it looks like the Western nations are waking up to the concept of Khalistan. And they're starting to think, you know what, actually this could work for the West. We like this idea. And I think this has got India a bit scared, because now we're seeing just subtle signs and pointers to the fact that India is having to rethink its whole strategy because it knows it's losing the war. We've always reported, certainly over the last year or more, that it's losing the propaganda war. It is losing the information war, despite having this huge army of people online churning out anti-Khalistan, anti-Sikh propaganda, pro-Modi propaganda, pro-BJP, pro-RSS, etc. It's launched this massive information war or misinformation war to support its interests, but it's losing because, sadly, it's up against the internet. The vastness of the internet. Domestically in India, it's easy. It's an easy win for RAW and NIA and the Indian government because they are preaching to an audience that they have full control over. They control the complete narrative in India. You cannot come up with a counter narrative in India to hold the government to account, to fight, to reveal the truth about anything, because if you do, you find yourself shut down and silenced very, very quickly through instruments of law or instruments of lawfare, as we call it, or literally through simple brute force, violence and intimidation and harassment. Speak to any journalist in Kashmir if you need to know the truth about that. So ultimately, they know they're losing the war. They're losing the information war. So they're having to rethink their whole strategy, particularly in areas where they actually don't have the dominance and narrative control like they do in India. So in this year, it does look like the Research and Analysis Wing, the RAW, the main Indian intelligence agency, alongside the National Investigation Agency, the NIA, they are reportedly undergoing what they're calling the most significant structural transformation since its actual founding, the RAW's actual founding in 1968. Now, this it's been described as a silent pivot. What that basically means is we're secretly changing our plans. So this silent pivot is this direct response to this pressure that they're now feeling that's coming from both Washington, from the Trump administration, and north of the border in Ottawa, in Canada. And particularly, it's after they were caught trying to assassinate Gurpreet Singh Panine, and of course the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar in Canada. So they've been caught red-handed. They know they were caught murdering Hardeep Singh Nijjar. That court case is still going on. They've been caught absolutely, utterly, embarrassingly red-handed